trying to keep this camera from moving around. But hey everyone, or well, the new I should have my original catchphrase. So good evening, everyone. This is Cranate, and I've been making a lot of gaming videos the past few days, and I actually showed my face in one of them. And to be honest, I'm starting to think that this camera's a bit tilted, and I should try to go for what I originally wanted. Um, I like talking, and you're not over there. I like talking. Talking is my main thing. I am a talkative person, and everyone hates it already. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about good news. I've been noticing a lot of channels or videos, and they're all fun. They're all awesome, and it's nice. But in all of the videos, we barely see any conversations about the stories we have, like in the Bible. It's apparently hard to make it a good thing because, well, everyone's desensitized by it because everyone knows about what happened in the past. But to be honest, it's not the stories' fault for making them. It's the people's fault. Heck, I even read a story once that one person, you're a bit tilted, one person actually said that, or well, I like to think of it that the bad things in the that's written in the Bible, like for example, that you should not that you should beat your women. That was never a good thing, and I'm glad to think that was actually forged. Like it wasn't written by the believers of God, because God said to treat one another as you treat yourself. Then why would there be a rule that said that you should have to do it to your women? It was written in the Bible, and I'm glad nobody follows it as anymore today. I'm really glad, and turns out that there was a cruel king back in those days, and he just saw. I read it from a guy. I forgot this person's name, but I read it from a guy. We'll call him anonymous. And it turns out that he actually, straight up, saw his wife staring at this window, and it turns out that he got angry, and then, well, that's how that story became. It, since the Bible was, well, the Bible, it was still being brand new, and of course, with new things, there will always be tarnishes that will come along with it, and that will make it stronger. And it's because of that the Bible ended up having this tarnish, but it was able to become stronger as time goes on when more people who love the Bible and want to help people ended up having good stories, like the good news from both old and new. And that's the amazing part. And that's what I want to do today. I read in this church, or sorry, I watched in this church video call channel. We have that now. That people should say the good news. People are already tired of hearing that you should stay in your houses, or that there's so much bad news in the internet and in the channels. Watch those. That people should hear the good news. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll be saying good news, and I'll be making storytime animations. Like, you know what those dudes do, like Salmonella, the weird dude named Adams Out. I don't know who's Adams Out, but I heard he's pretty good. Check him out. And Jane in animations, since she's such a good person. But seriously, I swear I heard someone named Adams Out, but who knows? And to be honest, I really am excited to try to make the story time animations because it'll be teaching like what Salmonella does and Grady Underray as well. Check them both out; they're awesome. And to be honest, I'm planning to tell more. Well, back to the topic. I'm going to tell more stories, and it's not just going to be about the Bible, since there's more information than one. Always learn. That's what I should always say, and I'm going to keep commenting that and repeating it so you will all learn. And so you will be forcibly learn, and I would win. Sorry. But still, it'll be nice though. So that's going to be my new quote. Always learn. and my new name for you guys, my fans, my subscribers, my loyalties. Not loyalties. I'm gonna call you guys tearjerkers since a lot of the good movies nowadays or good shows always tear jerks your tears out forcibly because you didn't want to cry that day, but they did anyways, and now you're crying the entire day. Didn't happen to me though, but still, it's still good. Yes, I'm gonna keep doing this the entire video. Just trust me. And to be honest, well, back to the topic. I'm gonna do this more often now. I think in these videos, but I'm gonna talk about not just the stories from the Bible, but from other things as well, like the Greek mythology, because I love them that much. I don't see much of Egyptian mythology. That's pretty sad, but I'm gonna do research on Norse mythology, since they're underrated, top rated to top second to Greek mythology, if you know what I mean, and more about Celtic mythology and such. I love stories, and I want to try my best to talk to you guys about it. I know more people about it, and to be honest, I've been planning to make Cranate into this main character of a story. But I'm having problems with that because I'm still brand new, and I'm not gonna give up on that. So the original story of Cranate will still be remain. So yeah, and well, I'm gonna talk about stories. I'm gonna make storytime animations. I'm gonna make animations. That's the third new one. I forgot to say that. I'm gonna make animations, short ones, and I'm gonna be making comics. So I suggest you follow me in Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and this upcoming thing called you'll see. I haven't made a comic yet, so you guys just gotta wait for that. Wink, 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 wink. I keep doing that. So and there's gonna be many more. I really thought that it would be nice not to show my face until the big face reveal, but to be honest, I think it would be much more. Sorry, something's coming back. It's the food. Help! Sorry, and it's I'm gonna make many more. I love what I'm doing, and I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to resynthesize the Bible into this world, since Rick and Morty based literally just made a joke about it, and there's this channel that made good sense now what they meant by it. Now, as soon as you bring up a Christian joke, everyone's silent in the room. So I'm gonna try to make it better by actually telling more stories about it. I really like the Space Cast in Netflix, or the original series, where they talk about Jesus Christ, and it's nice. I don't usually see anything in the internet anymore about it. I'm going back to this topic, so you're just better off listening. To be honest, there's a big problem nowadays that, well, there's this movie called Van Gogh, and it's not the painting, it's the actual movie where it's real life. They even added William Dafoe, which is, well, he's now the foe of the movie. Because his acting skills was the one that brought it, even though the movie in its entirety pretty much sucked. The problem is, they didn't really talk too much about what he was going through. They did added the fact that he had yellow vision, where everything looked at was yellow, and I really did like that part. But for some reasons, there was this part where they needed to add the Catholic priest, and he had to argue about this thing that Jesus was the one that made Pontius Pilate look like the villain, when in reality the Bible explicitly said that he didn't want to do that, and he even tried to get the murderer to, well, like trade, like, which do you want to be free, so he'll get the person out. But the people's anger, all so angry, let a murderer out instead of a guy who did nothing but talk. That's what was the point. And Pontius Pilate tried to lessen his guilt by actually saying that, well, I'm just gonna feel less guilty about it, so he was going to talk about it. But Jesus said nothing, because he knew that if he were to say at least one thing, alright, he knew that he would be used against him. And when he did say something, he actually did that. So that's the actual story. And with movies, it feels right to take on the big man, because that's what you should be doing. You should not take on God, alright? Don't do that. respect God. I just bit my tongue for because you're not supposed to say his name in vain, but it's the fact that you should actually, and I kid you not, rebel when there's something bad, and it's always good to see the underdog fighting against the big bad. So you can see like it's more relatable because we all feel small, like we were the underdog. But the problem is, they only did that because one, it's criticizing a big religion that's not well, well that's it's Christianity, and second, they're doing it to make them look like they're wise, even though it's much wiser to look at things more peacefully. That's why a lot of religions are actually pretty good to listen to that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be telling stories about from every religion and not criticize about them. I will do my best to show both sides, but also showing that to be well, what the news should be doing and should be from both sides. I'm going to try doing the critic. I'm only doing this channel that actually said that well they did once na instead of actually doing what they're supposed to be doing, na showing both sides. They only stayed in one side, and that's what's not what was needed. So it turns so what's needed was the fact that they needed to do more research. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be learning as I'm teaching you guys, so that'll be awesome. And I hope you like this video because this took too long, and I'm probably going to speed it up a bit because I might actually need to shorten a bit, or I might not, but who knows. The future is ahead and it is uncertain. So it's best to enjoy the present because it is called a gift after all. After all. And thank you, tear jerkers, and I'll see you guys. That's Markiplier's quote. Wait, and have a happy life. Boo. See you in a bit. Bye.